What's up with it? Polo Sports Talking Entertainment here again with another one. Be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you're not a member, and also hit the notification so that you're able to get each and every one of my videos. Okay. Before I get this video started, I want to give a shout out to three of my guys in the LDBC. I want to give a shout out to the brother Ticket TV and our pro basketball updates. If you haven't subbed to Ticket TV or Pro Basketball Updates, definitely go sub to his channel. Day-to-day basketball content, one of the pillars in the LDBC, and I also the innovator of what he now. A lot of the carbon copies that's going on in terms of guys with their channels and everything. And you definitely got to pay homage to him because he started a lot of what you see right now. So definitely go sub to his channel. Also has a boxing channel too as well. I also want to give a shout out to the boy Too Raw for TV. If you haven't subbed to Too Raw for TV or Too Raw for Sports, definitely go sub to his channel. Uh, Historian of the highest order, also one of the pillars in the LDBC as well, and he is well rounded in the knowledge in the game of not only basketball but other sports as well as entertainment too as well, and politics. And also LB as well. If you haven't subbed to uh, the sports and political channel of LB, definitely go sub to LB as well. Corresponding to Ticket TV. Uh, LB is one of the brothers in the LDBC too that also holds it down or whatever. And when it comes to politics and general knowledge of sports, very well rounded, and definitely go check his channel out as well. Also likes comedy too as well, man. So shout out to all three of them as they were able to talk about this these pieces of information first. The first one that I'm gonna report first is Paul George. He is likely out for the remainder of the season. Okay, and I say likely he could potentially be out for the remainder of the season. Yeah, you know, due to his torn ulnar collateral ligament in his right elbow, and that's what he suffered earlier this season. Um, they had originally announced that on Christmas Day that he would be, it would be about a 3 to 4 week timetable for when he would be reevaluated. Uh, and so this this isn't going to be that good for the Clippers. And then when we talk about Kawhi Leonard and everything, and his situation and stuff, it doesn't look to be good. Now I know people are hoping for Kawhi Leonard to come back, but I wouldn't even try to bank on that. If it's like what Raw was saying. Why are you gonna sit there and try to take a risk and do something that could potentially hurt uh, your main players more so than what they already are? It makes no sense at all. So if I'm the Clippers, I'm just I'm playing everything smart. Uh, dare I say tank? But I don't really believe in like tanking. I believe in playing hard because look at it from this aspect. Last year they were shorthanded and they still were able to do something phenomenal and went further than what they already did. Now, as for Dame Lillard, reported by Ticket to Ron LB as well, Dame Lillard will be having season-ending abdominal surgery, um, and this will probably it's probably going to keep him out uh, for the remainder of the season because the procedure is likely to keep him out anywhere from 6 to 8 weeks, and this is reported by Brian Windhorst of ESPN. Dame Lillard has not had a good season, and neither have the Portland Trailblazers. They've been struggling. Um, while I like Dame Lillard as a player, I just don't. I've said it before a couple of streams ago. The likelihood of him winning a championship is not good. You know, he's a great talent and everything, but in terms of the way that he plays and you know the hero ball aspect of the way that he plays, the tunnel vision, one dimensional type game that he has, he'll never succeed. And I don't like to be negative like that, but I just don't ever see him changing his game to be that team player to where the ball constantly moves and everything. This isn't a video about that, to try to, discount Dame or anything like that, because he's been successful from an individual standpoint. But the likelihood of him saying, okay, look, I'm gonna uh, make some sacrifices for the betterment of the team, I just don't see him doing that. At least not right now, at least. So so we'll see what happens with both of these individuals. Neither one of the teams are doing particularly well when we talk about the Blazers and we talk about the Clippers. Now, the Blazers did win without Dame Lillard, but the likelihood of that happening on a consistent basis, we don't know if that's going to consistently happen. You know, um, as for the Clippers, like I said, man, and I know Big Who is a Clippers fan, and this isn't good news for him. But I've never really been a believer in, oh my God, oh man, the player's how having a heart attack, because that player's out, the main player's out, and everything like that. Because if anything, my mentality is okay, it's the next man up, and I know that might sound easier said than done. But at the same token, you have to understand that this is a man's league, and these guys that are playing, they practice for a reason. You're there to practice for a reason. What are you there to practice for if you sit there and you see Paul George go out, or you sit there and you see Kawhi Leonard go out, or you see Dame Lillard go out, or you see God forbid, Steph Curry or Klay Thompson, whatever. I go on and on and on. Main player. What's the point of you practicing, right? Your whole objective is to step in and to provide what is missing, or at least to the best of your abilities. So it's like, if I'm that player and I see this happening, hey, look, hey, I'm sad for Paul George. I'm sad for Dame Lillard or whatnot. But shoot, now it's my time to go ahead and fill the void and be beneficial and do what's necessary for the betterment of the team. But guys don't really look at it like that. They look at one player out and everything like that. It's just like the whole thing that I was saying about Cleveland Cavaliers. Now I know nobody's been well. Actually, yeah, let me take that back. Colin Sexton, he's out. Everybody like, oh my God, man, they're missing their main player. But guess what? They winning without him. They winning without him. You should build your team like that to say, okay, hey, look, it's just like with what they say uh, with Ford. Now, I'm not a fan of Ford, the card Ford, which means found on road dead or effed over rebuilt Dodge. But they always say built Ford tough. You know what I'm saying? That's you should want your team built that way. You should have a well-oiled machine, like I keep telling you, sort of like True Viking and her Cowboys. You know what I'm saying? You want your team to be built to where, okay, if anybody goes out, somebody could step in and be even better. So we got to stop all this. Oh no, this player's out, that player's out. When Joel Embiid was out, hey, we had to, hey, we got Drummond, and we did the best that we could. You know what I'm saying? In a horrible situation. Look at Chicago. There's no excuses. They were still able to do. They were able to do the best out of a really messed up situation. Look at Memphis, right? They didn't make any excuses. They were winning without Ja. So I don't know why, like any of like Clippers Nation, you know what I'm saying? They should be hanging their head. You really shouldn't be hanging your head. And even with the Blazers too, y'all show. Okay, look, I know it was one game, but if you look at that game and you like, okay, look, you said team greater than any one player. Team should have an identity even without stars. Yeah, absolutely. Salute to you, Gomes. You know, we gotta stop with all this. Oh yeah, it's just one player that's gonna do everything, or it's gonna be the end all be all. Just that's how our society has been conditioned and molded to think. They've been conditioned to think that, okay, yeah, we gotta rely on just this one player. Look, when LeBron James had left Cleveland, when he had left Cleveland, right, pretty much they were forgotten about. And I'm not talking about injuries now. Now, of course, essentially, I'm just talking about just a main player being gone. Nobody even paid attention to him. But guess what? They were able to show now, okay, look, and I know some people gonna get offended when I say that, but LeBron who? Now there's people like asking LeBron to go ahead and come back, to Cleveland and stuff like that. But like I already told True Viking about the LeVar Ball situation, I said, nah, just you've already accomplished what you needed to accomplish for that chapter. That's done with. And if I'm an older player, I'm looking at it like, okay, I'm gonna let those other young guys come up. You gotta let other you gotta know when to step aside. But in a case like this right here, when it comes to Paul George, when it comes to Dame Lillard, you know, do I feel bad? Yeah, I feel bad, but at the same token, there's other guys on that team. There's other guys on that team, and look, you're playing in a you're playing in the Western Conference where it's anybody's ball game really. Look at Jokic. Michael Porter Jr. is a big loss, but some people don't see it that way, but Jokic has still been able to try to pick up the slack and carry things. And you saw that evident of last night. So I hope these guys, man, they bounce back real quick. I hope speedy recovery. You said other guys got to step up now, straight like that. Yeah, absolutely. True Viking. Absolutely. We gotta stop. We gotta be like, we gotta stop. Oh, okay. Well, all that. I can guarantee you this. I guarantee you this, man. I'm trying to think of a good example. Let's say, right now, let's say Milwaukee, right? You know, everybody pays attention to Giannis. Knocking on wood, something takes place or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I guarantee you, man, people will be panicking. People will be like, "Oh no, well, man, they can't do this, man. Oh, the season's over with, and all this other stuff." That's not my mentality. That's not my mentality. My mentality is like, okay, what can be better? What can come better out of this situation? How can we arise from this? What can we learn from this? But the average fanatic, I should say, not fan, a fanatic, they don't think like that. They think, oh man, well, you know what? Forget it, man. I'm not going to the games anymore. Nah, you okay, so that shows that you're not there for your team. You're not there for the Milwaukee Bucks. You're not there for, the Toronto Raptors. You're not there for whatever team that you like. You there for just one particular player, you know? Like Joel Embiid can be gone. There doesn't have to be anybody on that roster that I recognize. I'm gonna cheer for the Sixers. When AI was gone, I was still cheering for the Sixers. Before AI came, I was cheering for the Sixers. I happen to like AI. Don't get me wrong. Even when he was in Georgetown and everything. But I mean, come on, man. Come on. We gotta quit making all these excuses and saying, okay, yeah, just one player. Without this player, we're not going to get to the promised land or anything like that. What do you think the Clippers did last season? And look, I don't want to hear about none of this. So, oh yeah, well, I appreciate that, True Viking. Y'all hit the like button, please hit that like, and sub to the channel if you're not a member. The Clippers, they made a remarkable run, right? And they did it, I mean, some people were like, yeah, the Clippers might go ahead and go to the finals. So there's something there that lets you know something. Okay, yeah, these guys, but you can't automatically just think that, okay, well, man, that player's gone, so how are we going to do this or how are we going to do that? That's why you go in the game. That's what you do. That's why you go to practice. That's why you train. That's why they drafted you. That's why they picked you up if you weren't drafted. I'm just saying, man. So y'all let me know what y'all think, man. I appreciate everybody pulling up. Like the video, share it, subscribe, hit them notifications, and tell them, man, Polo Sports Talking Entertainment, man. I get at y'all later.